The purpose of this short demonstration is to illustrate the Torah service on Shabbat morning and to illustrate how the various parts of it fit together. It begins with the rabbi announcing the recipients of the mitzvot, the honors related to the Torah reading. He begins with the opening of the Heichal, continues with the carrier, or on Chag, the carriers of the Torah, and he then gives the young boys who will undress and dress the Torah, finally giving the name of the person lifting the Torah and the accompanier who completes the procession of the Torah from the Heichal to the Teiba and back again after the reading is complete. Note that these announcements are in Hebrew and they give the person's name, including that of the boys who are dressing and undressing the Torah, so that the boys should be trained from a very early age to recognize their Hebrew name and to react to it. Remember, it is their responsibility to appear at the proper times. When the mitzvot have been given out and announced, the rabbi then proceeds to the ark, chanting the Kohanecha phrase, which is on page 208. Oh. The rabbi reminds me that when the honors are announced, the younger boy is mentioned first, the one who holds the Eitz Chaim, the wood of the Torah, and the older boy, the one who wraps it, is mentioned second. Now, as the rabbi then finishes that, he starts Kohanecha and begins walking toward the ark.
Kohanecha yelbeshu sedek v'chasidecha yeranenu b'navur David abdecha al tashev peneh meshicheh.
As he does this, he is accompanied by the Parnas, and the accompanier walks toward the ark and stands by the side, awaiting the formation of the procession. The carrier is with the rabbi and Parnas. The doors have been opened in advance, beginning with the word Kohanecha.
Can we demonstrate, please, how to open the door, please? Would you demonstrate that, how to open the door?
Speak about it.
Yeah, open the door. Yeah. The right door first, completely to the end. And then the left door, all the way to the end. And while you are opening the left door, you pick up the yad in your hand. It's all the way in the end, all the way in the end.
So that at this point, the yad is held by the person who has opened the ark. The rabbi then recites the second verse, Baruch HaMakom, at which time he and the Parnas and the carrier go up the steps. The carrier then takes the Torah and the manner of carrying is very important. The Torah is always held upright, erect, not leaning on a shoulder. Ideally, the carrier could grasp the two lower handles of the Eitz Chaim, of the wooden scroll, or, if it's easier and preferable, one hand with the bottom handle of the Eitz Chaim, and the other holding the scroll itself. Note that the Sephardi scroll has a silk covering it, so that there is no problem of disrespectfully holding or touching the parchment itself. With that grasp, the rabbi begins Gadlu Ladonai Iti, where he asks the congregation to join him in praising God, and he begins Romamu.
גדלו לאדוני איתי ורושמו יחדיו.
Now the two first verses of Romamu are for Chazan alone. And there is a different melody for Shabbat, which the rabbi will demonstrate now, and for a holiday. Now this is a very popular melody, and there is a tendency to join in. If you join in, it should definitely be in an undertone or lower. The next verse, Ein Kadosh, is where the congregation joins in. And the next change is at Torah Tzivalanu Moshe, where while the congregation is singing, the carriers come down the steps and proceed to the northern side and walk down the aisle there in a deliberate, steady pace. Now some people say you have to take out the sefer more rapidly than you put it back. That's very true. It does not mean that you have to race as you take it out. The procession forms behind the Torah carrier, and it should be a procession with the carrier or carriers, Rabbi, Parnas, and accompanier in reasonably close proximity. Now at this point, the younger boy holds the handles while the older boy unwraps the sefer. Let's not do it completely now. He unwraps the sefer, and the cloak is put over the back of the bench, while the Torah, now without the wrapper, is placed on the tebah. Now all of this should be done within the time it takes to finish page 210, Romamu. The last word in that passage is Tenu Kavod La Torah, give honor to the Torah, and on the word Torah, the scroll is to be lifted and spread out for at least 3 columns.